Hello and welcome to another stream. My name is Ray and it is Learning Korean with Ray, day 139. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Yeah, yesterday we finished up the first practice video and then we jumped into the exercises from the workbook. And we will finish that today and then go into the listening practice video. But before we do all that, of course, we go into the vocabulary. We only have one single word here to review, so should be very quick to admit. Ip. Wait, I can get this. It's not Ipsing, right? No. Damn, I forgot the second syllable. 입장. Okay.
입장하다.
입장. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was it for the vocabulary review. That was very quick. So now we go into the video, the workbook, of course. So just for anyone who didn't see the last two videos or the last two streams, just very quick. We are in this lesson 13 where we learned a lot of particles and with, to, from, with the benefit of somebody, and about. So those are the things that we learned in the previous 3 days or so. I remember one time yesterday I mixed these two up. I switched them around in my head. Yeah, Ege and Hante so. Ege so, Hante so. And then this from is for objects and not persons. Okay, so that is it basically. Now we go into the workbook again. There we go. Okay, we are at lesson 14, I think, or exercise 14, I mean, which is for lesson 12 and 13. And we started this yesterday. And yeah, we did the first 12. Now we have 8 more. And that's it. So, but we have 2 syllables to fill. 2 places to fill in that sentence. So it's a bit more difficult. Okay. So let's start. 저는 영어, so I English, 한국어를, Korean, 학교, school, 배웠어요. What's 배웠어요? 배웠어요. Learn. Okay, so I learned English and Korean at school, right? Pretty easy. So this one needs the and particle, which is rang or irang. In this case, we have a vowel, so it's only rang. Wow. Rang. That's not rang. There we go. Okay. Rang. And then we have the place where we learned it. So we learned it inside of the school. So it's eso. Okay. So that's the task. We have 3 options here, but only 2 are correct. So that's the difficulty of this part of the exercise. Okay, let's continue. 우리는 Busan, that's a city in Korean. So we, then Busan. Seoul, okay, another city. So Busan and Seoul. Kicharo. We learned this yesterday from Fine G, damn Fine G, I remember. He told us it is passenger train, basically. This Kicha. And then to go in passive. So, yeah, we went to Busan and Seoul by train. That's pretty much the translation here. So we have no by, so this euro is not here. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, what do we have? We have kaji. That is to, and puto is from. What is ege? It's also to, but to give something to someone. So this doesn't really fit. There is the by, the ro. That's I was missing this one. Obviously, it's after Kicha. Yeah. So we went from Busan to Seoul by train. That's the translation. So we just need like from and to here. Puto kachi or kachi puto? Not sure. I think puto first. Yeah, I think it's puto. Puto. And here we have kachi. Puto kachi. 우리는 부산부터 서울까지 기차로 갔어요. 우리는 부산부터 서울까지 기차로 갔어요. Need to practice my reading, my speaking. Okay, 저는 아버지. So I, my father. Seoul, again the city Seoul, and again the past form of to go, so went. So I went, and then we have father and Seoul. So let's see what we have here. Here we have like by car, by train. This by doesn't really fit. You can't really go to Seoul by your father, or you can't go to your father by Seoul. Doesn't really make sense. So it must be the other ones. So here we have Irang, which is and or with. So I went to Seoul with my father, for example. If we use and, it doesn't really make sense. I went to my father and Seoul. Doesn't really make sense. So it's probably with. And here we have Ege. Ege is to. Yeah, that would fit. So with my father to Seoul. That would make sense. So here we have Rang. And here we have Ege. Okay. Next one. Chonin Chigudil. Chonin Chigudil. Toshim? What is Toshim? Toshim. I don't really know what Toshim is. And then we have Yonghua, so that's movie. And here we have the past form of to see. Poisson. Poisson. So I saw a movie with friends, maybe. So this is friends, and this one I don't know. Toshim, never heard of it. So what do we have here? We have man, which is only. Then we have eso, which is inside, and we have qua, which is the same as rang or irang. It's with or and. So I would say I went to see a movie, or I saw a movie with my friends. So here we have qua. Qua. And I will assume this means cinema. Toshim. So I saw the movie inside of the cinema. Hi Flo, welcome. Maybe you can help me. Do you know what Toshim is? I'm predicting it's something like cinema. Toshim. Or like the movie theater. Toshim. I saw a movie with my friends in the cinema. That would make sense. Hyunghwa Guan or Kikjang. Kikjang is theater. I learned that at theater. But what is Toshim then? I'm pretty sure I did not learn this so far. Well, I could just papago it, of course, but I still think my particles are correct. So it doesn't really matter. Downtown. Well, okay. I think I never learned that. Okay, thanks. So, yeah, I went. I saw a movie with my friends downtown. Makes sense as well. Okay, what else do we have? We have Oma. Oma is mom, so like casual form of mother. So my mom. Uri. Oh, okay, interesting. Us. So this is usually we, or in this case probably us. Jomshim. Jomshim. Oh, what is Jomshim? Ah, Jomshim. Ah, Jomshim. No, I don't know it. I think it's something time related. I think it's something like afternoon, or it's not evening. It's not morning, I think. Maybe it's I learned 2 for morning. No, it's I learned Archim and Ojon, so it's not morning. It could be afternoon. It could also be something like in this moment, at the moment, sometimes. So it's some time related thing, but I don't know which one it is. But let's continue to read. Jip. Jip. Jip is house. And then we have Mandil. Only and plural. Okay. Koyeo. Oh no, it's no. This is a future conjugation of mandelda, to make. So okay, so my mother made us. My mother made us something, and then we have house, and we have this time-related thing. It's related to Archim. Okay, it is actually related to that. Jonyok. Jonyok is evening. Chim is. Oh, so then it's noon, lunchtime. Lunch. It's lunch probably. Nice. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Uh, I don't understand my way of thinking sometimes. I already said it's not morning, it's not evening, but I think it's some time related thing. Maybe afternoon, which is between morning and evening. There's afternoon. Why don't I think, okay, there's another time related thing between morning and and evening. There's also lunchtime. Why am I thinking about afternoon but not lunchtime, not noon? Afternoon. Oh well. Okay, so this is then yeah, Jomshim Shigan is lunchtime, so this one is lunch. Okay. Lesson 19. I don't get it. At some point after creating this workbook, he must have rearranged all the vocabulary. I don't get it. I still have not learned weather and to drink. I still have not learned those 2 words. And they are everywhere in all the practices, all the workbooks. It's crazy. Okay, so again, my mother made lunch for us, probably with the benefit of us, or for the benefit of us. So and then probably in the house. Eso, chibeso. So this benefit thing is this one right here. Yeah. We have. We have. Oh, this one is too big. I have to make it smaller. Yeah. So Ege, let me think. Ege should be 2. If I give something to someone, that's Ege. So this doesn't really make sense. So I will put eso. So full translation. My mother made us lunch in the house. kind of weird sentence, to be honest. Why would you say in the house? I mean, she's not making lunch outside, right? Of course she's in some kitchen inside a house. So it's a very weird thing to include in a sentence, I would say. But it's still probably correct. Okay. Jaw. Okay, here. Look, we have no subject particle. So that's already interesting. So what do we have here? Joey, so my. And here we have the subject particle. So this clearly indicates that this should be an and in between. So I and my friend. So I will already put it in here. So this should be wa or qua. Wa or qua. In this case, qua. Okay, so me and my friends. The verb is ne rioso, ne riosoyo, nerida to get off something. Yeah, I think so. So me and my friends got off Seoul Station. Okay. So basically, my friends, me and my friends, yeah, got off Seoul Station. So what with Seoul Station? We have two options. We have aéroport or we have eso. This is inside. This would fit, but I'm not sure about this one right now. This was related. I think it's actually this one. This was definitely related. I remember in the lesson where I learned this one, that was all about departing from some stations and leaving at the station and going to a station. So I'm pretty sure it's this one. Aéroport. But I can't really remember what it is. I think it's if you start an action at some point and then you leave that place. So in this case, it would make sense with station. You get off there. I'm pretty sure that's correct, but I'm not 100% sure what it means anymore. So I have to look that up. Oh, this is very small. Very small. Okay. Okay, what else do we have? Jonin Joy Joy Nuna. Okay, so older sister. My older sister. Ton, money. And will give. So I will give money to my older sister. Pretty easy. We have a chat. I remember that ro is for tools like pen. Yeah, I know ro. I definitely know ro. And Pouton was from or since. Yeah, from or since for time-related things. But the thing that we have here is another case. So we can't apply that knowledge that you mentioned here. But I will look it up. I will look it up when we see the answers. I will look it up. but I will continue now. Aesor would make sense for you. Yeah, it also makes sense. Yes, but we'll look it up any second. Let me finish this first. So I give my money to my older sister. Is it only? I will only give money to my older sister. Well, let's go through the options. We have qua or wa, which is and or with. Only makes sense if you have, for and, it only makes sense if you have two nouns surrounding it. So this is the case here, but that makes no sense. Like, I can't say, I give money, no, I give my older sister and money. Makes no sense. With, I give my older sister with money. Makes also no sense. So this one is, and here it can't be because they're not well, I give my sister with money also makes no sense. And this one is no noun, so and makes no sense. So this one is definitely not included. Then we have hante. Hante is to. So if I give something to someone, so this is very obvious here. So I give money to my older sister. So it's hante. And now we have man. I give only money to my older sister. Yeah, that's the only option. It's a weird sentence, but I can't put this one here because then it would mean I only give my sister. I only give my sister 2 money. It makes no sense at all. It must be I only give money to my sister. But the only is after money, so it's like, yeah, I give money to my sister, but nothing else. It's such a weird sentence to say. Like, I never give her anything else, only money. The only is not related to the sister. It's not like, yeah, I give money away, but only to my sister. My sister is the only one that I give money to. That's not what is written here. This would mean I give my sister something, but only money, nothing else. It's a weird sentence to say, but that's the only thing that would make sense here. No love, no presents, nothing. Only money. Okay. Okay, here again we have euro pouton, by the way. Then we have pouton and we have man. Okay. So, Johnin, Neil. So, I, tomorrow. Kongang healthy. Schick, food, healthy food. Yeah, I will only eat healthy fruit starting from tomorrow. Very easy. Pouton. Pouton. And only. By the way, this reinforces that this one here is correct, in my opinion, because if we have it here as an option and it's not used, it increases the chance that it's used here, in my opinion. Okay, now we check the answers and then we will look up this topic here. So let me open the answers here, 1 second. Takes 10 seconds. Okay. Okay, I got it here already. Let me zoom in a bit. And now scroll down to the answer key and look for exercise 14. Okay, here we have it. And we have the translation here as well. That's good. Okay, now let's compare. Starting from 1, of course. No, 1 is already it's already there. Okay, so we started 2. So I put eso. It's eso. The underlined part is the one that I had to input. Then we have man, geji, kaji, until. So to or until. Then we have qua hamte, hago. 7 is ro. 7 is ro. Then I have to scroll down a bit. Okay, number 8. I put in edehe, and number 8 is edehe. Then we have number 9 is ge, sorry, ge. And then we have 10 is hanteso. 10 is hanteso. 11 I put in re, wihe. 11 re, wihe. 12 puto. Okay, very good, very good. And now we go to 13 to 20. Okay, here we have number 13, rang and eso. Rang and eso. Rang eso. Then we have, I did puton and kaji. Puton, kaji. Then I put rang and ege. Rang and ro. What? With my dad. Wait, did I switch the line? Where am I? 15 rang and ege. 15 rang ege. 15 rang and ro. No, this must be a mistake. This must be a mistake. It doesn't fit with the translation. I went to soul and here's soul ro. This makes no sense, right? Yeah, ro makes no sense here, right? Yeah. Okay, so he just mixed it up because he was probably thinking about by train here, by train, and that's why he put it in here. He probably mixed it up here. Yeah. Yeah, because the row is in here. You see this row? And then he put it in here as well because he was thinking about by train. That must be it. So what did I put? I put ege. Ege would mean 2. Let's actually check it out. Let's be safe here. So ege, we have ege here, 2. So 2, yeah, makes sense. But it's giving to his son, 2. Yeah, that's weird, right? That is weird. Yeah, it's to a person. it also doesn't fit, so it's both wrong. But okay, let's go to ro then. Did we miss something about ro? Oh wait, 1 second. Ah, here. Ro. Phew. Lesson 12. Ro. Okay, let's see. By car, on foot, out of wood. The language that is spoken. Indicate a specific meal. Is somebody like in a line or an action that is done by other people as well? Also after a number counter. The direction. Ah, okay, yes, okay, okay. Okay, here we have it. That's it. This sometimes has the main meaning as a. So yes, it's the direction. That's the one. So Ro is actually correct. Sometimes also used with joke. Joke. Okay, direction. Direction, okay. So this is wrong. It is wrong. The direction to soul. Yeah. Okay, so a little thing is learned. So now let's continue with the rest. So we have number 16. I put in qua and eso. 16 qua eso. 16 qua eso. 17 re we he and eso. Re we he eso. 17 re we he eso. Okay. At home. Yeah, at home. At home makes sense. I was thinking about house only, but it can also mean home. So then it feels a bit better. I was thinking like, yeah, in a house, obviously in a house and not outside, but at home is a bit more natural, yes. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, number 18. Oh, so now it's the interesting part, number 18. So we have qua and I put in Europuto. Europuto. And it is 18. Wa. Why is it wa and not qua? And then it's eso. Jesus. I mean, I said eso would also make sense, but I kind of felt like this Europuton, since we have also not used it down here with 20, I thought maybe it fits here, but I guess it doesn't. So it's eso, which is totally fine, of course, but I still want to check what Europutor is, because it has a very specific special meaning, and I want to find it out. So eso. And here we have not qua. Yeah, I thought it's the other way around, to be honest. I thought it's the K. Here we have here we have it. Okay, interesting. That's interesting, right? In all other cases with other particles is the other way around. Yeah, we will check it, Flo. We'll check it. I'm 100% sure it's there. I'm 100% sure. I just don't know the specific situation where you use it. But this one, it's really different in all the other cases, right? When you have something like object particle. So if, for example, you have r and il. You always put the one starting with a consonant after a vowel, and you put the one starting with a vowel after a consonant. But here, it's the other way around. What? July and August? What about July and August? Not sure what you're talking about right now. Ah, okay. You're given an example where qua is used and it's after a consonant as well. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it's really the other way around. So not what you think from all the other particles, from the object particle and yeah, basically subject particle, all the other particles that have a form with a vowel and a consonant starting. It's completely different, okay? But okay, that's how it is. Gotta learn that. Okay. Jawa. 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 Okay, Jawa. But this one, 17 was correct, right? I'm not super confused with consonants and vowels now, right? This is the 17? Yeah, okay. Okay, so now the interesting part. Now it happens. We will check out what Europuton is. Europuton. So, Europuton. Let's see, it's here somewhere. Here we have Pouton. Where is it? Euro. Where is it? It's in the next lesson. It's in lesson 13. Europouton. Here, from. It means from. Ah, from with objects. Right, from with objects. That's it. So if you get an error message from the computer, or you get, I don't know what. Here. That's the one. Can be used when receiving something from a non-person thing. A company, yeah, a company is a government. So even if it's like there are people behind it, you know, if a company sends you a letter, it's actually it was some person writing the letter or at least sending it, you know. But in this case, it's still Europouton is, I guess, used pretty often. So whenever the noun is really not as a person. And it can also be attached to a person. So it can be attached to a person, and it can also be used when receiving something from a non-person. And the other two that we have here, Egeso and Hanteso, I think are only for persons, right? So Flo, I'm curious, if you never heard about this before, what would you use if you receive something from a non-person? Or was it just, would you just use these two, and since you didn't know there's a difference between receiving something from persons and objects? Or is there even another word for receiving things from objects? Never was in that situation. Okay, yeah, okay, makes sense. Here, I received this from the sky. From the sky. Here, this is interesting. You cannot use Egeso and Hanteso to indicate that you received something from a non-person. So, if it's a non-person, you cannot use these two, and this lesson only teaches you this one for objects. But here it's a can, not a must. So I'm thinking there must be another word even. If these first two cannot be used for objects, and this one can be used but not must be used, there must be a fourth word for, or a second word for objects, right? here to summarize, ro putor can be used to indicate can, again, can be used from a person or non-person, and these two can only be used from a person. So that's interesting. There must be another word for object. Okay. Anyways, I think yeah, we learned something again. So now let's go back to the rest of the exercise. So number 19 here. Number 19, I put in Hante and Man. Hante and Man. Hante and Man. Hante and Man, okay. I'm only going to give money to my older sister. This I don't really understand, to be honest, because the only is clearly after. No, yeah, I understand it, but it's such a weird sentence to say. Like nobody would ever say that. It's implying you don't give anything else to your sister, only money. It doesn't really make sense, right? But that's clearly what it is, because the only is after money and the two is after sister. So only money, nothing else to my older sister. It's such a weird sentence. Okay, but anyways, let's accept it. And now let's compare 20. I put in Han, Putor and Man. Putor and Man. And it is Putor and Man. Okay, so overall, yeah, 1.5 mistakes. The Euro Putor was just guessing, but I know that Esau was totally fine. But yeah, the one real mistake I did was the ro in 15. The in a direction. This ro. That's a real new one, and we learned the Euro Putor for objects. Okay. So that's good. That's that. We have completed lesson 14. And next one is exercise. Wait, did I say lesson? I meant exercise. Exercise 14 is completed, and this one is exercise 15, but it's for lesson 14, and we have not learned lesson 14 yet, so we cannot do this yet. So yeah, that's it for this workbook. So now only the end boss is left. The final boss is left, which is the listening practice. Shall we do it? This is the only thing left for lesson 13. I click it. But I'm very scared.
Welcome to the lesson.
I'm very scared. Okay, let me remove the text here. Okay, text is removed. We have 1 to 5 here. We only have a few more minutes, but we will do the first sentence of this. Hi Shonko, Annyeong. Together we can do this. Yeah, let's see.
13 dictation video. We will prompt you with 5 Korean sentences based on the grammar from Unit 1, Lesson 13, and it will be your job to try to dictate what you hear. The first sentence we would like you to try is
저는 녹차랑 커피를 마셨어요.
Okay, wait, I need to open my typing window first. Okay, I have the typing window in front of the chat now, and I'm ready to type now. And now we listen again.
Sentence we would like you to try is
저는 녹차랑 커피를 마셨어요. 저는 녹차랑 커피를 마셨어요.
독차랑. 독차. What is 독차? Jesus.
커피를 마셨어요. 저는 녹차랑 커피를 마셨어요.
커피를 마셨어요. Okay, let me finish the rest at least. I think I can handle it. I can do it. Copiere. And then she said like bashoro, but it's ma. Mashoyo. Let me listen one more time.
녹차랑 커피를 마셨어요.
마셨어요. Okay, 마셨어요. Okay, yeah, makes sense. 마셨어요. Okay, so it's actually really easy. So we put the thing that we don't know is in here, right? And we have I. Chonin is I. Here Chonin is I. Then we have something that we don't understand. Then we have copy, which is coffee. Then we have the object particle. So it must mean that this whole thing, including the question marks, is probably the whole object. It could also be, by the way, and the rest is I have drunken. I have drunk. I'm not sure. I would just say drunken. It's the past form of to drink. So it could be I have drunken. I drank. I will just say I drank. So I drank coffee and something else, or I drank coffee in the evening, for example, or in the morning. So those are the two options that I can think of. So it's either a time indicator or it's something else that I drank. Yeah, so let's listen again.
마셨어요. 저는 녹차랑 커피를 마셨어요.
It's dokşarang, and the rang is the and, so rang. And dokşa is probably a word that I have not learned yet, so it's some drink that I have that I drank together with coffee. Yeah, that's it basically. Yeah, that's my answer. So I think I have not learned that word yet, and it must be some drink. Okay, so I will now remove the typing window and see the chat again. Kopiere. Yeah, okay, we have exactly the same. Ah, Nukcha, yeah, green tea. Okay, I have learned that. Yes, I have learned it. So let me listen to it again.
저는 녹차랑 커피를 마셨어요.
Yeah, she's saying duk charang with a D in the front. So that threw me off. I was thinking about Nukcha with an N, but she is pronouncing it like a D, and that's why I didn't think of it. And yeah, that's often the case with Koreans, that they pronounce the N as a D. It's kind of weird for a non-Korean, but that's how it is. Very often they just say it as a D, even if it's an N. Or well, it's not an N. It's not an N. The Romanized form is an N, but that doesn't mean the actual Korean letter is an N. That's a wrong statement. So it's a letter that is sometimes said as an N, but a lot of Koreans pronouncing it like a D. Yeah. And yeah, the M also gets pronounced like a B sometimes. Yeah, we just have to accept that. I always have to think about it. I have to learn to remember that if I hear a D, it could also be the N letter, which is not an N, of course, but that's how we can talk about it. Hi, Sunstorky, welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Say to me, Entaro Adun execute. Okay, so I have no idea. I don't know what executor is in Korean, and Entaro Adun is. I don't even know what Entaro Adun is in English. It's Protoss language. I have no idea. I think it's something like all good to the executor. No, Adun. Adun is a god. Adun is a god. I think Entaro Adun is something like praise God or bless God or whatever, stuff like that. So all good to Adun, the god, and then executors just the person you're talking to, the title of the person you're talking to, and I have no idea what any of those are words are in Korean. So I'm sorry, but I can't do it. Okay, so let me fix this underscored line. Nokcha. Oh, wow. Nokcha. Okay, but the rest was correct. Was pretty good, I would say. And executor is like a king. You sure about that? I think like it's like a commander. But yeah, maybe you're right. But then again, I don't know what king is in Korean, so it doesn't matter how we shift things around, what we interpret into that sentence, but there's no way I know the Korean words anyways. Okay. Yeah, so it's 1 minute after 7 now, and we have done one sentence of this video. And since I will not finish the video anyways, I will stop the stream now, and we will do the rest of this video, the rest of the final boss of the lesson 13, the listening practice. We'll do it tomorrow. And already a little announcement: on Saturday I will not be able to stream in the evening. So yeah, on Saturday I'm visiting my mother, so I'm not at home, and there will be no learning Korean stream on Saturday. But tomorrow there will be. Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow, so the same time, 6 p.m. tomorrow, will be the rest of this video, and on Saturday there will be no stream. Okay, so that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching and participating, and see you next time tomorrow. Bye bye. Annyeong.